time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Looking to throw. King. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Brian Burns, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. On 3rd down, Brock. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 105 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
2nd and 9 now. And he fends him off. And that's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now King, off play action. And Graham on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off play action, King. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Come on, you serious, dog?
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll run on first down with Akers. Wiggles free. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go!
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Obviously, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it.
After review of play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Following the fumble recovery, King lets this one rip toward Graham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Back to throw now on first down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away.
That's it, baby.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visit. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He's going to air it out deep for Green, and that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. The side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Wide open, it's Marshall complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. King. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On 2nd down, it's Stump. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Stump. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards on the way back. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Stump, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's King, throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. King.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To throw is King. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. King to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
King now on 3rd down.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Lynn Bowden
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the driver will begin at the 25-yard line.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now?
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Levi Onwuzurike.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They'll look to throw here. He's got Green. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Now King looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He's back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off down at the 2.
And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game.
Wow, but Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Stump. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Stump, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So now the Panthers down by 6, 25 seconds remaining. Connecting with Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 20.
And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested